What we do here matters, because what we don't do matters even more.
We need to continue to push, and we at ADAO are going to continue to push the Surgeon General of the United States.
As you know, the United States continues to use asbestos, and that indeed is a barrier to others stopping its use.
The most horrific part of this whole story is that it is preventable.
As I said, my name is Jill Cagle, and I hate to use the word widow, but my husband, Robbie, lost his battle with this 9/11/11. He was a 6-year survivor of peritoneal mesothelioma, and this, I've been coming to the conference since 2007, since Detroit. So would that be right? Okay. This is Rob. I chose this picture on purpose. This was the essence of Rob. He would be sticking his tongue out at mesothelioma, and he was actually at this point DJing at a benefit. We would do this quite a bit, help out with benefits. But this was him. This was the essence of him. He lived life. This was 4 years into his disease. But he lived life very, very boldly, and he loved to do fishing and everything, but one of the things he loved to do was riding a motorcycle. Rob taught me how to ride a motorcycle, which I had never rode anything in my life other than a bicycle, and he did teach me how to do that. And about 5.5 years into his disease, Rob had to be put into hospice. So he stayed at home, and there was a point we moved his bed down into the living room, and where he could see outside. We live on 3 acres, so he could see outside and everything. And he wasn't really able to get out a lot at that point. So his dad and I were talking. His dad said, "You know, why don't we do like a little drive-by?" So we just within days, nothing really planned. Within a few days, we had people, whoever wanted to, just put it out on Facebook or whatever, and some phone calls. We just want to do a drive-by, so Rob can sit out on the porch and he can watch it right by. Well, we did this, and we started out at just a little place called the Dog House, and we drove up, and Carol made sure that, reluctantly, got Rob, "Oh, you need to come outside, honey." And so he did, and he sat out on the porch, and all of a sudden here came this stream of bikes. There was over 90 bikes that came, just on the spur of the moment. I put out a jar. All I had on it was ADAO, and I got a banner, I think through Julie Gunlock. She had an ADAO banner. Almost over $500, $600 just got dumped in this jar. This was just, you know, spur of the moment. Everybody rode by, and this was my front yard. This is how my front yard ended up, and the bikes were everywhere and stuff. And so what this came to be is on 9/11/11, Rob went to be with God on that day. And after that, I thought, you know, I want to do something, and this is what I know. I know how I like to do benefits, and we like to do that, and I like to ride motorcycles, so we decided to do what we have shirts on, and Barbie has one of these shirts on, the Ride and the Win with Rob. It's all good was his phrase. You know, oh, it's all good, that's what he would always say. And I have right on it, asbestos kills. We have it on the back. I wanted it on the back of the shirts for the sponsors, because when you're on a bike and you've got somebody behind you, I want them to be able to see it. We also had do-rags, which I brought some t-shirts and some do-rags, and if anybody want to make a donation, they can certainly have one. But this is what we did, and this is Barbie, which she's wearing it now, and these guys wore it to, what meeting was it? With Max Bacchus. They wore these shirts, and Barbie did. This is me. I got to start out the event. I got to be the leader. I was very honored to be able to be the leader at the event. So we all just met somewhere, and then we had, you wouldn't have to ride a motorcycle. You could go to these different stops, and then we landed down at Goodfellas, and there was a bake sale. All the people from my church, they had a bake sale, a spaghetti dinner. So it was also for kids. You wouldn't just have to ride a motorcycle. So for kids, cars, whoever wanted to come, we had auctions and raffles and things like that. This is me and my great-nephew and my daughter. This was right as the ride was beginning to start. These were our little do-rags that we had. And we ended up raising almost like $7,000, and we split that between ADAO and MARF, and then a little bit goes to a scholarship fund. What I would say is, it doesn't matter. It's a huge, it may not be national, but anything helps. You can turn anger into action. You absolutely can. Don't let anger make you bitter. Don't let that happen. You want to have anger be able to make something happen, something good. And this is the butterfly, which will be explained a little bit more later. when you think of what a butterfly goes through, they go through they almost turn to nothing, to like a goo inside the cocoon, but they come out this beautiful thing. If you can let your anger do that, we can turn the ashes out of something into something beautiful. Thank you.